Welcome back. You are listening to the Mari Mokwanda Show on Islam Media, and we are also live on Facebook. If you have any comments, queries, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section below. We are talking hair care today. Yay! So joining me on the line is Zaheera Bhyat from the hair restoration, who is a hair restoration specialist from Greenside, Johannesburg, who uses non-intrusive, and it's all about natural hair restoration. Assalamu alaikum, Zaheera. Thank you for joining me once again.
Walaikum salam. It's great to be here as always.
I know the last time we were talking about the mask initiative that you currently have going on. So how is that going?
Alhamdulillah, it's going quite well.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah. So it's winter now, and I'm sure many people are super excited about the lockdown ban lifted on the hair salons, and now they can go back to getting their hair done like before. But obviously, it's not going to be the same, let's be honest. So how can we still do our hair at home and still get the most out of it? You know, kind of like that salon at home vibe.
I think the first step is to have a lot of self-love. Beautiful hair stems from self-love and self-worth. And that's the bottom line. No products, nothing that you are going to be using is going to give you beautiful hair if you do not wake up one morning and decide, I want fabulous hair. Obviously, the most important thing when wanting or having beautiful hair is using the right shampoo and conditioner. That is the most important. I can't stress enough on that. So if you're using a basic one off the shelf, right? Your basic commercial shampoos, we don't realize how damaging they are. So if I have to take a basic commercial shampoo on one side of a scale, and I have to take a household cleaning agent, which is your basic sunlight liquids, handy andies, towel cleaners, the chemical compound, the cleaning agents in both of these products are exactly the same. So whether you're washing your hair with a sunlight liquid or washing your hair with your normal basic shampoo and conditioner, it's exactly the same. And this over the years or over months cause severe dehydration and damage to hair follicles. And that in turn gives us falling hair, drying hair, or less than perfect hair.
Wow, so basically it all comes down to the shampoo and conditioner that we're using. So does it have to be the same shampoo and the same conditioner? Does it have to be the same brand, or can we buy a shampoo and a conditioner of different brands?
Look, for me, because we have a restoration studio, we work essentially with hair follicles. So whatever is right for you and those specific follicles is what you are going to use. But for just the normal person at home listening to us right now and can't come to studio for whatever reason, a basic sulfate-free and paraben-free shampoo should do the trick.
All right. So as long as it got the words parabens free and sulfur free, then it's good to go.
Try and go as chemical free as possible.
All right. So why does hair tend to dry out a lot in winter?
So basically what happens is in winter, because it's cold, right? Automatically our body gets dehydrated. For some reason, we just don't drink enough water. We don't eat the right foods in winter, right? And the minute we're using all of these harsh products and chemicals on our hair, our follicles retain memory. And what happens is they become stressed and traumatized. And when they become stressed and traumatized and they are not hydrated enough, they basically stop doing their work, which is absorbing whatever products we are putting in to ensure healthy hair from root to tip. And when that happens and our follicles become traumatized, our hair becomes dehydrated and it loses moisture.
Okay. So what can we do in that sense? Should we be washing our hair a lot more in order to avoid the dehydration, or should we actually be drinking the water?
So there is a myth that's been going around for years and years that don't wash your hair too often. I always maintain a clean scalp is a healthy scalp. I can't stress enough on that. So you can wash your hair as often as you like. It's great because a clean scalp is a healthy scalp. That does not impact on the moisture levels of your scalp whatsoever, right? So you're going to be drinking more water. You're going to be eating a healthier diet, and you're going to be maintaining your hair as in using a beautiful, rich, moisture-enriched hair mask so we can feed the follicles twice a week. Remember, it's pointless treating hair. Okay, so that's a mistake so many of us make is we would go out and buy a product for hair. So my hair is dry, I need something that's just going to moisturize hair, or let me go and do a hair treatment. Hair treatments are, there's nothing long term about all of these. The idea is to treat the follicle. As long as you're treating the follicle and these guys are happy here, then you're going to have happy hair. But otherwise, it's pointless treating the hair when this is the problem.
So if I don't wash my hair often, is dry shampoo a good alternative?
No, definitely not. No dry shampoos, please. No, definitely. That's a no. Dry shampoo, what happens is, it causes severe product buildup. And yes, I know it's winter and you guys don't want to get all your hair wet and stuff. But with dry shampoo, even though it may clean, right? It's not my favorite product. So while your hair may be getting clean, but what happens is it clogs the scalp, clogs the follicles, causes major product buildup and suffocates the follicles, and eventually your hair is suffocating. It cannot absorb whatever it needs to absorb from the follicles or from your products, and that's going to give you severe hair loss, severe hair damage, and dehydration once again.
So should we be applying hair oils, or should we just let our hair produce its natural oil?
Okay, so hair produces its natural oil. Again, what happens when we apply oil? And I know that for most of us watching, and if you're Indian and you come from this social conditioning, all of us grew up with our parents and grandparents insisting that we have a whole lot of oil in our hair. But we have evolved and our needs have evolved. If that was the case, then everybody that uses oil would be walking around with fabulous hair, right? But that is not the case. So we need to stop using oil. We do not need to use oil. All you need, darlings, is a shampoo and conditioner and a hair mask, and that is it. You do not need oil. You do not need any serums. You do not need blow dry sprays or creams. Nothing. These are all just major money wasters. You don't need all of this. Oil is a major no-no because it clogs your follicles instantly and it's causing major product buildup. So what happens is every time you apply oil in your hair with the intention of your hair growing beautiful or shiny or healthy or whatever it may be, it's almost as if when we apply a thick layer of makeup and we go to bed at night and we wake up the next morning, and over that we apply another thick layer of makeup, and over the years you can imagine what happens to your skin. So exactly the same way, that's what's happening to our scalp when we applying all of these shampoos and dry shampoos and using the wrong products and applying oil and things like that. It's almost as if product builds up literally, and eventually it's suffocating the scalp and the follicles. And 99.99% of women that walk through my door, and men too, the minute we do a microscopic digital scalp analysis on them, we find that this is what we find. It's a whole lot of gunk that is stuck on the scalp. And that is what causes hair loss and all of these hair challenges that so many, if not all of us, are facing today.
Now, you mentioned about a mask, that you should have a shampoo, a conditioner, and a mask. So tell us more about the mask.
So we are creators. We work with a cosmetic chemist and we create the Hydro Boost range, which is a chemical-free natural product, which is a shampoo, a conditioner, and a mask. So the mask is basically mixed specifically for those that have hair challenges and would come in. So we offer an analysis and reviewing your hair and assessing your scalp and follicles. We would mix your mask specifically to feed your follicles. No two people's hair is the same.
Definitely.
And that's what makes the product so amazing. It is mixed specifically for you. Obviously, we have the products, the number one, levels 1 to 4, that any person can buy for all hair types. But that is all you need basically, is a shampoo that is suitable for your hair type, your conditioner, and your mask. That's it. And your mask, you would only need to use twice a week, 30 minutes at a time. And that's it. Also, every last research that I've done with my products, with the teachings that I offer in studio, is about heat activation. So again, another social conditioning of our upbringing is do not use the hair dryer, do not use the hair iron, it's going to damage your hair. I teach the complete opposite, and I have proven otherwise, because every single treatment in studio is heat is applied to it. So we need heat in order for your hair to heal and in order for our products to work. So heat is good, provided you are using the right products.
All right. I also had that notion that, I mean, we've been conditioned, we've been taught that way
Yes.
that too much heat is bad for your hair and rather have natural heat and natural sunlight, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now that you've mentioned that, hey, I'm going to book my appointments to get my hair blowed and straightened, whatever it is.
There you go. And another thing I would like to offer all our viewers and listeners out there today, if you're in the Johannesburg area, wherever it is that you may be, and you can come into studio, come in for a free digital microscopic scalp analysis that's valued at 650 rands. And if you're not able to come into studio, just connect with me and we can do it over the phone.
All right. Now, tell us more about that digital microscopic analysis. What goes on? What are you looking for when you are conducting it?
Okay, so a person, say just a general consult, someone would walk in through the studio and say, Zaheera, I've got a hair challenge. My hair is falling, it's breaking, it's damaged. I don't know what's going on. So instead of just taking a wild guess and shooting in the dark and saying, okay, let's use this product and that product, the first thing I would do is put them onto a system. So it works with a computer where we log them onto the system. We're using a literal digital microscopic camera that goes onto the scalp, and we are looking. It gives us an in-depth microscopic look into your follicles, into your hair shaft. We go deep. So it looks pretty scary for all of you that want to try it, but there's no reason to be scared. It only looks weird because we're looking through such a zoomed in, the microscopic digital analysis. So it's literally looking through a camera deep into your follicles. The minute we can see exactly what's wrong with your follicles, and then it makes it so much easier for us to diagnose and treat and prescribe whatever it is that your hair needs. So it is specific to your hair type.
All right. So
that's exactly the healing process.
So will this be able to tell someone if they need to cut their hair or leave it?
You never ever need to cut hair. I can't understand why if you need to cut your hair or chop your hair off if it's damaged. It's pointless because we can heal hair. So if I'm working with this, I don't need to chop this off. If I can restore your follicles and make them work, and we teach them to retain new memories so that they can start working and doing the job that they are supposed to do in the first place, then automatically, almost instantly, you're going to heal this. So it's pointless chopping off hair that's damaged. We would do it purely for aesthetic reasons. If you say to me, I need a new look or I want a makeover and I do want to chop my hair off, then I'm perfectly happy to do it. But if you have damaged hair and it's long and you're upset about cutting it, there's absolutely no reason for you to chop your hair off. Not at all.
All right. Do stay with us, Zaheera. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media, your humanitarian broadcaster.
There are over 200 million orphans globally. We can't help all of them, but what if we each helped just one? The Al Imdad Foundation now gives you an opportunity to help just one orphan from Syria or Palestine. For just 500 Rand per month, you can help safeguard the dignity of an orphan by assisting them with basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, medical care, and attention. Our orphan sponsorship program allows you to track the progress of your orphan through regular feedback. Make a difference in the life of an orphan today. Visit alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Dad, well, I've been chatting with an investment broker today and...
Broker? Did the broker tell you that our economy is a mess? There's bushfires in Australia, America wanted World War III, and now the coronavirus is traveling around the world.
Well, I also thought about purchasing some crypto.
Crypto? What's that, like another pyramid scheme? I don't trust what I can't see.
There's an apartment in Belito.
So whole your family will be asking to stay there for free. And what if the government takes it away, eh?
Dad, I don't think it works like that.
I'll tell you what works. Gold. At your age, I invested in gold coins and it paid for your university fees and your wedding. No contracts, no agreements. Your investment is in your hands and you own it. With a 70% growth in only 5 years, do you still doubt gold investment? Contact RJ Coin today, 031 202 4701, or visit them at 151 Stephen Lamini Road in Musgrave, Durban. Randery Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange, your passport to gold investment.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.
لا تقل لي وحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Mari Mukwanda Show on Salam Media, and joining me is still Zaheera Bhyat from ZB Hair Restoration in Greenside, Johannesburg. We are talking hair today. If you have any questions for her, do leave them in the comment section below, or you can send them to our WhatsApp line on 061 766 0355. Zaheera, thank you for joining me once again. I'd like to know about towels. I know it sounds like a weird topic, but towels, can a specific towel exacerbate hair damage?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And that's another thing that we have never ever thought about is our towels and the combs and the brushes that we use. All of these play an integral role in the end result of our hair. So we find that our basic polyester towels, cotton towels, as fabulous as they may feel against our skin, they're not so fabulous for our hair. Because remember, when your hair is wet, it is most vulnerable and it is prone to breakages. So these are very abrasive against each hair follicle and each hair strand. And it causes a lot of damage and split ends. So your best bet for your hair is use a microfiber towel. We have the Hydro Boost range, which is silk threads with a little bit of polyester, and that is just beautiful for your hair. So it's basically like silk on your hair. So there's absolutely no fear of damage or breakages or split ends or any of that.
And then how should we be drying our hair? I know we just go, oh. So is there a specific way that hair should be dried? Did you get that question?
Not really, no. There is no specific way. Just be gentle on your hair. So remember, you're not running a marathon here. So just go be very gentle with your hair. Remember, again, a lot of self-love, a lot of self-worth. So love everything about your hair. Love the entire process. Another thing is when you're shampooing also in the shower, we tend to just slap on the shampoo and we're out of the shower in 5 minutes. So when you're putting on your shampoo, when you're putting on your conditioner, do a little bit of a head massage. So just a basic head massage to get blood flow going, to get oxygen going. And then when you get out of the shower, again, very gently dry with the towel your hair and then blow dry and iron. That's the best.
All right. So what is a scalp detox, and why is it important to do this?
Okay, so a scalp detox is when we have a lot of product on our scalp, right? So it's, again, years and years and years of using the wrong products, the wrong oils, all of these things cause environmental factors, cooking, all of these things tend to stick onto our scalp, onto our hair follicles, onto our hair strands. And what happens after a few years, this just doesn't happen overnight. Product buildup happens year after years and years and years. So it's almost like a dirty oven that we need to clean out, because it's pointless doing any hair treatments on a scalp that is already so full of gunk. So you're just basically slapping on a product and it's not going to do any long-term good for your hair. So the best to do is you do a scalp detox where we literally take a brush and we brush out. So you can even use a normal toothbrush at home where you can part your hair in different ways. Take the toothbrush and dry brush before you get into the shower. We usually use a very, very natural scalp strip when we're doing the detox, which is just a mixture of cider, glutamic acid. We have tea tree and we have peppermint, which is extremely natural but highly effective in stripping the scalp. So you can even do a DIY at home, and that's just before you shower, and then it's always a good thing to remove the product buildup. Obviously, when you come into studio, it is a more intensive treatment where we would remove all of your product buildup, put you back on the system so we can have a look at how clean your scalp is, and that prepares the follicles for me to put in the product and makes it more receptive to whatever treatment I am doing. That is why we always insist on doing a scalp detox and a scalp strip before we would attempt any treatment in studio, just to ensure that your follicles are going to retain whatever product we're putting in. Otherwise, you're basically wasting your time and your money if you're going to be working on a dirty canvas.
So basically, in order to avoid having a dirty canvas is to wash often or wash regularly. So what about sorry about that. What causes dry, flaky, and itchy hair? Still can't hear? Must be the network. Let's see if we can try this again. Maybe try.
Okay, so dry, flaky, and itchy scalp again is caused by severe product buildup. I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I think the network is playing with us today. Right now, we're trying to get the most out of this interview with Zaheera, but the network is saying no, not right now. But let us try again to see if she's on the line, and hopefully we can get some more advice on what to do and how to treat our hair. Already, I am going to be washing my hair more often. You know, I don't shampoo my hair. I just wash it. But I need to shampoo it more often. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see if Zaheera is back on the line. Zaheera, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, it seems like she is not on the line. If you have any questions for her, oh wait, there she is. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Okay, I am back. Yes.
All right. So before I lost you, I asked about dry and flaky and itchy scalp. Well, what causes that?
So again, it's a lot of product buildup, dehydration on the scalp, and essentially using the wrong products that are clogging your follicles, and that gives you traumatized follicles. When your follicles become traumatized, they refuse to work, and that's why you have the extra oil buildup, and that causes significant flakiness or hair flaking, scalp flaking, and dry and itchy scalp.
Okay, so then what causes dandruff? Because we've been told, like, okay, when your scalp is dry and flaky, then you have dandruff.
That's almost exactly the same. So flaky scalp is just bigger flakes, and dandruff is just smaller flakes but it is caused by the same thing. Also, stress plays an integral role in the scalp condition and follicle condition. So if we are stressed, our follicles become stressed. The minute they become stressed, they stop doing the work that they are supposed to do, and then we find that we end up with all sorts of scalp challenges and scalp conditions. And dandruff and dermatitis is one of them.
Now tell me about children's hair. We have kids, and sometimes we just slap on the same shampoo and conditioner that we use. What can we use for kiddies' hair, and are we supposed to be treating their hair the same way we do ours? Did you get the question, Zaheera? Seems like Zaheera is
yes,
struggling.
Most definitely. With the children's hair, you can use a basic maintenance conditioner and shampoo. You don't need to use anything specific or any specific level because unless, of course, they have problems.
All right, Zaheera, thank you for your time. We're going to leave it there for now. It seems like the network is not dealing well with us today. But shukran for your time and for all the tips that you shared with us. And I know I am definitely going to be implementing them and making sure that I also have a healthy and clean scalp. For those of you who are in Johannesburg and are interested in the digital microscopic analysis, the ZB hair restoration specialist is in Greenside, Johannesburg, and you can go there and get a free scalp analysis with it is worth 600 rand. So take advantage of that opportunity and see if your scalp is damaged and would need some treatment. It is 12:28 on the Murray Mukunda Show on Salam Media. Just stay with us. We'll be back after the break.